Hi, I'm Brian Daponte. I'm a technician at Mississauga Toyota, located at 2215 Dundas Street East. Here today, I'm just here to explain a little bit of what kind of lights are showing up on the dash. Sometimes you don't know what's going on and you have some questions. If after the video you're still unsure, just contact our service department and they'll be able to help you out a little better. Let's get into it. Okay, some of the lights are going to come on and come off right away. So I'll get into the ones that are there and stay there. So this light right there, this little yellow one right there, that's your check engine light. Now if you happen to see that light come on, it usually means that there's something wrong with the computer system or engine system or the vehicle. It doesn't always mean that, you know, your car's going to break down or anything right away, but it's something that you definitely should get looked at as soon as possible. This little red light, it's a little steering wheel with an exclamation point. Now that is related to your power steering. Now if that comes on, you may feel maybe you don't have the power steering anymore. That, because it's red, you should definitely get checked out as soon as possible. This little flashing guy over here with the buckle, that means you don't have your seatbelt on. Now that's a pretty normal one, pretty much every car has that. If it's flashing, that means either you or if your passenger in the front seat is sitting there and doesn't have their buckle on, that light will come on. Now let me show you a couple other ones here that go away right away. That little exclamation point quickly went away. That's your brake light. So let's say you're low on brake fluid or there's a problem with your brake pedal or any kind of related issue with that, that light will come on, and that's something you should get checked out right away. The running theme here is any light that is red is something that you should get looked at right away, as opposed to yellow where it's an issue but you can still drive the vehicle. Now that little guy right beside that little light, there you go right there, that's your airbag light. So if that comes on, you may have an issue with an airbag in the system or just the system itself malfunctioning. Again, it's red. If you see that, generally it goes away after about 5 seconds, but if it stays on as you're driving, something you need to get looked at. Now if you see over here all these lights, the first one there, that's an ABS light. So it's a round circle. There's an ABS with a couple of dashes on the side. That's related to your ABS, which is your anti-lock brake system. If you see that light come on, it could be something relating to your brakes. You know, you're driving down the road and all of a sudden you put your foot on the brake and the car kind of shudders and then it goes and it's not stopping all the way and that light flashes. Well, that's the anti-lock brakes kicking in. Now sometimes if you put your foot on the brake really hard and you're in an emergency situation, that light may flash, and it's not a bad thing. It's just saying that your anti-lock brakes is kicking in. Now, if you see that light go on and it doesn't go off and it stays on, then there's something wrong with the system. Come in as soon as you can. We'll take a look at it and see what goes from there. Now, there's a little button there. I can turn it on and off. So if you can see, it's TRC off, which means your track off. Now, most Toyotas have a button, usually down here on the dash, in the console, or sometimes it's on the dash somewhere, depending on the vehicle you purchase. Basically, when your traction control is on, it's the computer in the car is helping you. Let's say you go on a dirt road or something like that. It's keeping the car stable in those unstable conditions. Now, when you turn it off, that means there's no assist. If you see the light off, that means it's good, traction's on. If you push the button and the light comes on, that means now there is no assist for the vehicle. If you happen to go on a dirt road or whatever the case may be, it's now under your control. So the wheels may slip or however the case may be. Generally just a good idea to keep that on, and you won't have to worry about it. Now there's going to be a light that comes on just above it when I turn the car on and off. And that's right there. And that's a little car with track marks on the back, and it's a yellow light. So when that comes on, that just means the slip is engaged, which is, let's say you do go on a dirt road or you happen to be in a wet area, a puddle or whatnot, and the car wheels spin maybe faster than they should. Now that light's going to come on. It's not a bad thing. It's just saying that the system is engaging and it's doing its job. So that's okay. Don't worry about it. Now with the lights, you see right up there, there's two little lights. Okay, the one on the right is for your fog lights. So if you turn your fog lights on and off, it'll go on and off. The one on the left is your daytime lights. So when you have it in the off position, obviously no lights are going to come on. When you turn it to on, the lights will also come on. Most cars come, you leave it in auto, and depending on where you are, if it's late at night, the lights will come on by themselves. You don't have to worry about it. During the day, it'll be off. We like to keep that auto function just so you can kind of set it, forget it, don't worry about it. But if you do happen to want to turn the lights on in any situation, you can always do it just like that. It's pretty simple. As opposed to, that's pretty much it. We covered everything you need to know. Like I said, every car is going to be different. The lights may not be in the same spot, but they're all the same. We don't have any different ones. That's it. That's all we can help you with today. Again, take care.